Okay, Soul Fam. I don't know what part to this same story I'm going to tell you, but I know this is for somebody that needs to hear it. Otherwise, it would not be coming through. And I want to tell you, these stories are similar to things I've been through. And without being able to hear these other very gifted people on YouTube that I watched before I got on here, and I was looking for confirmation for what I had been through. I knew something was wrong. I was doubting my intuition at the time, and the beautiful, gifted, intuitive people here on YouTube really helped me put the pieces together, and it clicked in for me, and it really saved my life. It really did. And so even though these stories, these downloads I receive may seem monotonous at times, they do have pieces of information that I'm picking up from the unified field, the collective consciousness, the energy here, and I am picking it up for somebody. So if this isn't for you, it's not for you, but for whoever this is for, I know this is helping somebody that needs to hear this. And this is just my own personal experience, and my intuition's telling me to keep pushing forward and pushing through these messages, even though they may sound like they're the same thing. I know they are needed. So if it's not for you, pray for whoever this is for, okay? And no, we are all going through similar things. They may be a little different, so don't try and make this fit. And maybe you'll find this helpful, and I hope it finds you, whoever this is for. So this is the download I received. And just know I love you, soul family, so very much. Thank you for listening, and thank you for being here, and thank you for being brave and strong, and going through all these trials and tribulations you've been through. I'm right there with you. Pray for your brothers and sisters. So this is what the download I've been receiving, and I'm gonna keep pushing forward. Okay. This is somebody's ex, or is currently going on in your life, or you've been through this. Okay, take what resonates. Okay. This individual was some type of celebrity, or just well known, or a popular person, or they could have had a platform, whatever, a business owner, just well known in the community. Their family could have been in the history books. They have one of those pedigrees. They could, their family could be in politics. That take what resonates, in the film industry, or just really, a minister, or when I say celebrity, just somebody that is well known or in the community, okay? This individual you are currently with, or were with, or, or wondering about, this individual is having money problems, possibly. They are looking for a way to come up and get out of debt. And this person is in and out of your life, could be a cheater, maybe this, substance abuser, could have I keep picking up on somebody could have a nice car, or they like finer things, but, don't really want to work hard to get them. They decided to take a way out to get money. They may be involved in some sort of organized crime, or, something seedy, shady, and this could be either what they do, quite possibly. This is how they keep their status. I'm just going with this here. This is just a download I'm receiving now. And this person is either a witch or a warlock, and they're in a coven, or, they practice this. This is, what they do. Or some organization that is involved in witchcraft, okay? That is the master they serve, is the devil, Satan. Now this person sacrificed you, is what I'm picking up. And to sacrifice you, they were doing magic on you. And not only that, I am picking up that they could have also done physical hits on you, where they were slowly poisoning you or giving you some medications they weren't supposed to, or fentanyl. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but now that's what I'm picking up. There could have been times, I can relate to this story so closely. Maybe they got you, you were drinking a lot at one time, or, you were falling into that trap for a minute. And maybe that wasn't like you. It was magic. They were probably doing some spell work to, and if they, to get you to do some things you wouldn't have normally done, that seemed like out of character for you, and you couldn't figure out why you were doing it. It quite possibly could have been some interference with magic manipulation, to do that. Not only that, they were doing some death magic on you too. And maybe there's times when you felt like you were violently sick. I know I went through this, where I was gasping for air, when I thought I was just violently ill. And it was because I was being poisoned, and they were doing death magic on me too. So that could resonate with somebody. But this is what I'm picking up right now. That a lot of you, and I know a lot of you have confirmed that this has happened to you. So I know this is not far-fetched, and this is happening in our reality, because we're all just coming online to what is really going on behind the scenes here. So this is a reality. This is what is happening, and we're all just awakening to the fact that, we are living in a world where, it's this unseen world. Nobody knew, because the wool's been over our eyes, and here we are, now we're getting the spiritual eyes to see and the spiritual ears to hear now. And the Lord is separating this and not having this happen in our reality anymore. Thank the Lord. Thank you, God. So this is what I'm picking up for somebody, that this was a failed hit on you. And there's something also that was a deed to a house that if somebody has gotten their grubby, greedy little fingers on. I don't know. This could be different for everybody. It could be land. It could be, some property, a house, something that you don't even know about, that they're manipulating even within your family. They're planning to off you, and then take something from your family. I don't know. Like beyond, like as you were married, like put you in a fake marriage, or, they could have quite possibly married a doppelganger that looks like you and planned on taking you out. I don't know. These are different scenarios that I'm picking up. It could be different, similar situation, but just a little bit different here and there, And if you're a man, it could have been the opposite, because this happens with these women that do this too. I'm well aware of this, because, I had this happen to me. So, and the Lord woke me up, and now I can see, I have the sight. My sight isn't blocked anymore. I know. I can see it clearly. I get downloads. This is what happens, okay? So some of you are this has happened where you've had property taken, or you don't know about this yet. A lot of these people do insurance fraud where they will take out insurance policies on you. This is what happened to me. And I gave you a link in the one of my videos. If anybody wants that again, I'll just, in the comments, and I'll just let me know, and I'll give it to you again, where you can see it's an underwriting company. I think it's called MIB, which is funny, Men in Black. And they will send you information about who has taken an insurance policy, life insurance policy on you, and everything, the person that did it, the time, everything, yeah, this is happening. It's a big business, and your commodity, your energy is money, commodity, tradable, sellable, like everything. It's money. And these entities that are here, your food, it is what it is. We're all waking up to this. But you've survived this, and it's because of your faith. And just don't give up, like we're in the earth school here. We wouldn't, if everything was, all perfect, rainbows and butterflies, we wouldn't be here. We would be, in higher dimensions, but we're here. So you got to keep pushing through it. This is part of your, part of your journey. So don't give up, and don't get pouty about it. Buck up, buttercup. Just keep pushing through it and keep speaking your truth. And, this is putting you in your purpose, so just stand 10 toes down to these people. And, if you're, having a hard time, just keep pushing through it. You have to. You got to. And just know you got to remain faithful and know that the Lord is going to bless you. It's a test of faith. That's why you're here. It's to get closer to the Lord and learn these lessons. So if you're wondering when's it going to come, you're not ready for it to come then, So keep pushing forward, okay, family? You can do this. And just continue to work on yourself and heal. Okay, nothing's going to happen until you're ready for it to happen. And if you're wondering, you got to just continue to work on yourself. Keep pushing forward, okay? You got this, all right? You've come this far. You can keep doing this. You got it. You're a warrior, and, don't wimp out now, okay? I know we've all been through it. Trust me, I know. I'm right there with you. But you got this. You survived this. This evil plan did not work. It failed, okay? This person also could have done revenge porn on you. That's something I'm picking up. Or personal pics. They did this. I know these evil, minions that are empty vessel NPCs. Just no soul. Pretty much, just... Yeah, they're starving. Let me tell you that. They've been detached from your energy. They're starving. Some of you could be recovering addicts from all this whole situation, but when you moved away, you got clean, and that's what happened to me. It was spontaneous. I asked the Lord to do it, and I had no withdrawals. It was like a miracle. God is good. And just know, the ones that came against you are going to be found guilty. No weapon formed against you will prosper. And these vampires are starving for putting you under spiritual warfare and wanting to fight with chosen God's children. They're done. They're on their way out. I'm just saying. Just don't look back and know this is over. Most High God has got them in a stronghold, and their hands are tied. They're going to be busy, with all the warfare it's the backfire, they're gonna be, or they are, you know, just know there's gonna be death and people are dying around them, just like dropping like flies right now because the backfires. The Lord's gonna make them, you know, have people they love pass away around them, most likely. Yeah. You've had to overcome a lot, and through this heartbreak and everything you've had to go through and you've survived, you're going to help people. This is your key to this reality, your purpose here, you know, what you're bringing into this new timeline is, so you got to be strong, you got to keep going. And you know, I saw something on TV, and I was watching, not TV's like, what was it? Maybe it's The Price is Right. I love watching him. Shout out to Price is Right. Sunflowers, they only grow towards the sun. I thought that was really, sunflowers could be significant. So keep growing towards the sun. These people are getting caught up. They're being investigated. Like, I keep picking this up like heavily. It's just like a matter of time. The rug is going to be ripped out from underneath them. It's just over, and you know, you may be in the process of rebuilding, or I don't know what level you're on right now. If this has happened, it's going to happen, or you're in the process of rebuilding. But you know, depending on what timeline you're on, you know, what phase you're on, you know, on all this, you are rebuilding, or going to be, but you got this, okay? There's support out there for you, you know. All of us on the front lines, we're here to guide the ones that are coming behind us, okay? And so on. So just keep pushing forward, keep pushing through it. You came here to share your tooth. Something about somebody's teeth. Maybe, you know, somebody is having some problems. You know, keep pushing through this and keep sharing your truth, you know, and just know you're beautiful, you're handsome, you're perfect, and you're here to, you know, share what you have, your heart and your truth with the world. So don't give up. Stay hydrated too. Some of you, I'm parched right now, so stay hydrated. A little friendly reminder. I need to remind myself. Chicago, Illinois could be significant. Australia. Somebody likes camping or hiking. Elephants could be significant. Some of you may love to stargaze. I know I like doing that. Some of you may like finding shapes in clouds. Yeah, just know what you're bringing. It's going to be, money's coming along with it. It's what your heart is put into that's gonna, you know, lead to your financial independence. This period it is, and a lot of you are going to be, you know, if you're not in loving partnerships and relationships, it's coming in. You just got to make sure you're healing your own heart first, so you can be in that relationship, because you don't want to be bringing the same problems back around. You need to make sure you're squared away, and you know, your heart health is right. Continue to work on yourself. Forgive, pray, heal. Okay, forgive, pray, heal. All right, people. The name Mercy or Luke could be significant. Yeah, just keep following your heart, and keep your prayer game, you know, strong. Stay close to the Lord, and know this is, you know, it's a work in progress. We all are. Just keep pushing through it, okay? You got this. I love you so very much, soul family. Until next time, God bless you.